Hellion into Banshee. This is a build I commonly love now. I'm like obsessed with it on ladder. Its aggression and defensive potential just outweighs that of anything the Zerg can throw at you before the 9-minute mark. Sometimes even the 11-minute mark, and you can snipe things like the hatcheries. You can just start killing the creep dedicated queens. It's a fantastic build, and it forces Zerg to be turtly, and you can take it much rather earlier and safer third.
Okay, there's a little bit of dispute happening in the channel, guys. Bear with me. I am taking care of some admin stuff. Josh, if you want to, feel free to entertain the crowd with your witty fart jokes. Please feel free.
Witty fart jokes.
Indeed, they're the best.
Out of these three main, I would say these are probably the three main sci-fis. Happened maybe in the mid-90s. The most popular. Out of Battlestar Galactica, Star Trek. What was the next one? Battlestar Galactica, Star Trek. There's one more I had in my head. Where did it go? Oh, I'll just say Stargate. Which would be your favorite?
Indeed, Stargate for the win. Actually, my hair looks exactly like Ronan's.
Yes, but Atlantis came a little bit later. I'm talking about like Stargate SG-1.
Indeed, I like that too.
Star Trek, Battlestar Galactica.
I watched the movie before there was even a series, my friend.
First movie, like, what was it? The one that was like based in Egypt and there's all the pyramids and stuff like that. It was a very interesting movie to kind of kickstart off this incredible series.
Yes, sir. Just explaining to LP what's going on with the substitution. Terracion, this is a best of 7, first to 4 Pro League format.
How many Terran players do we have currently watching? And how many of you Terran players seem to be struggling with a particular matchup or build? Because I might have the answer for you.
Hold that thought. Definitely a good one, though. We have Gunshy against Darksaber. Language issue. Okay, that's what's going on.
Even map confirmation. That would be a big one. Oh, Derelict Watchtower. Alright, sweet. I'll make that right now.
Shout out to The Truth, who says we're doing a great job with the stream. Appreciate that, my friend. He says he's pleasantly surprised. I guess he thought we would suck.
Alright. We're not there.
Hey, we cast together a lot. Actually, speaking of that, we're still working on a control video for spellcasters, guys. We should have these released sometime this week or next week. So, tentative date there. Please keep it updated eye on that channel, because it will be coming like a thief in the night. Or, a prostitute, whatever.
Starship Troopers was definitely probably one of my favorite sci-fi videos growing up, for sure.
Starship Troopers 1 was good.
Yeah, we won't mention the other ones because the original director didn't direct them.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, he made the original and he stopped. And then people were all like, okay, we want more of them, because it's a bit of a fan base thing, sprouting up. So, Hollywood being Hollywood, like, yeah, we'll make another one, be good. And they just destroyed it. The franchise hit rock bottom. I'm not sure whether or not for the third one, the original director came back, but I know, like, Johnny Rico, the original actor from the first one, come back and played in it, but it was still terrible. Like, it just didn't work out very well.
Indeed, man. Well, I've always liked something that stayed consistent within the movies. And the last movie was actually pretty good. But I've always liked the comedic propaganda spliced in between the different scenes, because it feels to me like a commentary on today's media, where they're trying to sway your mind one way or another. In this, they just make it completely obvious, but it almost feels like a commentary on real life to me.
I don't know. Like, I loved the original Starship Troopers. It was kind of like very formal, kind of like, it kept to kind of more like the cartoon series, like the way it was narrated, which was fantastic. Like, the cartoon series of Starship Troopers was amazing.
I actually never saw it.
You should get on it. I think there's like 30 hours.
Really?
Like, total things. They're like set up in different campaigns, like different missions to planets and stuff. And at one point they're on Pluto, so the aliens get really close to the Earth solar system and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, the cartoon series is amazing. Now, I just want to dive really quickly into this because we've got a TVP and there's another Terran on screen. So I'm in love.
Yes, you and your Terran homo love.
To introduce the players, spawning in the bottom left-hand position of Derelict Watchtower, none other than Dark Saber, representing Lethal Perfect.
Yes, sir.
And his opponent, the beautiful Terran of the future, is none other than Gunshai, spawning here for Team Elite. Fantastic.
Well, just a little update on a couple of the other teams running concurrently. Grav is actually running 3-0 right now in their clan war. They are about to send up Simba, so they're doing really, really well. They've actually done 4-0, 4-1 almost every war so far. Yes, Team Gravity, and you can always check them out at facebook.com/Team Gravity Official. I'm gonna find out who they're playing against.
Fantastic. They're in the they're in the Premier.
They are Premier League. I have not yet got to cast them. I'm sad about that.
I'm a bit sad about that as well. I've missed talking to Beast. I know some of the other players on there like Semper and things like that, and me and him have had some regular discussions about some strategies and things like that on the North American ladder.
Ooh, Proxy Pylon, 3 minutes. I'm excited. And yeah, Simba's actually going to be coming up next. We call him Simba. You can call him Semper. That's fine.
Simba.
Yeah, this is
after he wins, just walk over to his opponent's booth and just wipe them across the forehead and go, "You've played well."
Indeed. Oh, they're playing against ROH right now. I believe that's Rings of Hell.
Renegade of Hell, I think.
Renegade of Hell, that's right. I knew it was something of hell.
It was an interesting thing to cast. I got really confused at the start. Now, we've got a Twilight Council, so this could be like, what? You thinking Blink? I'm thinking Blink.
Indeed, and this is interesting because a command center just went down, yet we've got a proxy Twilight Council. So, this is not like a proxy attack, guys. This is hidden tech. He is trying to trick his opponent. I don't think he's going Blink, man. I think he's going Dark Templar.
Oh, time will tell. Will he see the probe? It's hiding in the gas, guys. Slightest
okay, I was
speck.
wrong completely.
The slightest speck. Now Blink is going down. Booyah! 10 points for Josh. Alright.
Indeed. Minus 20 for Shaft.
Is Gunshai going to be able to hold this? He's getting the factory, but I think he's going to start getting Widow Mines. If he's getting mines, the only chance he has of holding this is with a complete wall off, and if the mines activate in the mothership core. If that isn't what happens, then, well, I think Dark Saber's going to take this, man, with some good Blink micro.
Dark Saber is apparently a girl. Interesting.
Really?
Huh.
Okay.
Yes. So we've got Seiya and Kumagawa pulling for Saba in chat. They are teammates. Then we've got Dark Saber is GM on Korean server. What
Oh,
the fuck?
Jesus.
And then
Impressive.
Gunshai Tarasian says Gunshai's got this, no worries. But if everything they've just said about Dark Saber is true, that is GM on Korean with tits, he's got no chance.
Yeah, just the boobs themselves is just the power almighty. Be like, well, I'm going to hold off your blink all in, and then she'd be like, woo, flash, bam, distracted for that 2 seconds, you know, you've just lost your main. That's how blink works, my man.
Wait, did you say blink or flash? Because either way, I might have been thinking League of Legends, but my brain went completely somewhere else.
Oh, leave it to the mysteries then. Alright, so we've got the gateways finishing up. This is almost perfect. This is actually a lot faster than you would normally see a blink all in. This is because it's refined and the chronos were spent properly. Not to mention it's off of 4 gates, not 3. So this is actually going to hit at around 7 minutes with the first initial 5 stalkers and then followed up. This is fantastic. And here we go.
703, you prophet. Nostradamus, you Joshadamus.
Alright, and well, she's in the main. I'm going to say he, but I'm going to continue to say she. Now, with some good kiting, he might be able to get as many of these stalkers as possible. Huge SCV, but one of these stalkers gets left behind. So unfortunate. No, he actually does. She uses some good control and blinks him back at the right time. Now, this is just going to start a snowball effect. If they wouldn't mind.
Whoa. That mothership for worth its weight in gold right now. That's a beautiful thing. This is called an elevator push. You're using an air unit to give you vision of the high ground and blink up above it. And, you know, you can even snipe things like Widow Mines. And we've got a little bit of lag going on here.
Oh, Dark Saber with the lag.
Now, we do have the oh no screen. Now, this is what's going to happen if she should drop. Now, she is Korean on GM. She might be playing on that server. I'm not sure. But if she drops, we'll just resume from game. No problemo. We'll do that up to 2 times. If it happens a 3rd time, it is an automatic disqualification. So get your shit straight, honey.
That sucks. On the verge, I would say very close to winning in this. Like, the SCV coming off again, if the focus fire from Dark Saber goes under the Widow Mine and then the careful blinks off of the high ground while using Mothership Cora's vision, these Marines aren't going to stand too much of a chance, especially if they decide to commit. Now, it does look like she's going to drop.
Indeed it does.
I feel like the Gundam style guy like Sai, just like going, ah! Oh. Well then.
Indeed. LP's team going ahead, kicking in. Nice management there. They said, 1 sec, my player is restarting their computer. Okay, so that's perfect. Let me just let Gunshine know.
Alright, well, you'll probably have to host the game so we can do the resume from replay. I'm not 100% sure how that works.
It's no problem. Yeah, we'll just let all this kick in. Okay. If you want to entertain everything, I'll take care of the technical stuff. Easy.
Alright guys, we're going to listen to a few tunes. This gets us set up really, really quickly, but if you think that Darksaber was going to win that, please throw a 1 in chat. If you think Gunshy was going to hold that attack and then turn it around for a nice mid-game, post 2. I want to hear your opinions, because personally I think Darksaber had that. It'll come down to a control issue, but if that was managed properly, then pretty sure she would have taken that away.
Am I in a party? Throw me the party leader. Party leader, party leader, do 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 do. Apparently I'm party leader, but it's not. Okay, here we go. It just didn't refresh quickly.
can see behind me my lovely set of chest drawers. My room is actually quite a mess right now. It needs some serious cleaning. There's weights and shit everywhere. Remember guys, if you want to be a good professional gamer, you've got to eat healthy and you've got to exercise to, you know, strengthen that brain. Otherwise, without it, you'll just be like a dolphin slapping on a keyboard, much like how Protoss play. That's right, I said that.
I didn't even notice. I'm sorry, what was that? Repeat?
I said you've got to be healthy, you've got to like live healthy to be healthy and play professional gaming at a high level, which means you've got to exercise and eat right. Otherwise, you're just basically like a dolphin slapping the keyboard, much how like Protoss play.
Nice. Wow, you went there. Okay, I'm with you now.
There was a GIF once that I watched, and it was like how Protoss play, and there's this guy that literally just hugs his keyboard. He's just like, oh, oh, and that's how I imagine most Protoss after they just don't die when they're on 3 base, and they can remax and do whatever they want. Alright, so there's a fair bit of fan love coming out of here for Dark Saber.
Okay, learn something new every day. I'm right clicking. They said that would do it. Huh? I'm confused. Okay, here we go. Sweet.
Excellent.
Like I said, learn something new every day.
Raise your dongers. What started that, by the way? It's kind of like that whole shed thing that was going on Reddit. It's like, you know, it spent all this time creating the new Grand Theft Auto, and then like one person out of the entire clip sees a shed, and there's whole controversy over this shed that leads into like Portal, Half-Life, Valve. The sheds actually just gets like re-imaged, and like, what's in the shed? Like, what is this?
Let's do it. $801.
Alright, so we're resuming from replay. Let's get this going.
Juicy. That was creepy.
One gas blink is still a thing. If one gas blink is still a thing, I don't even know how they afford that. And it would have to be so delayed, and by then you would already have your medivacs, your stim. Like, it wouldn't matter. It would just be so delayed.
Maybe in like low level play, but shout out to the 114 people watching us. That is excited. Josh, you're becoming popular.
I do try.
It's your cute mug and your crimson chin.
Crimson chin. It's probably like this half dead thing that seems to be growing off of my my face. I imagine that would be it.
Indeed. Well, I believe you're ref, so if you want to get the players ready, do a countdown and resume.
Yeah, easy.
Easy.
That worked out really well.
It did.
Fantastic.
I don't know who did it, but maybe it was even automated, but whatever.
Very possible. That worked out really well. Alright, so the blink back down on the low ground. This is really good. This Widow Mine, however, gets a huge shot off. Jeez. It gets up there and cleans out 2 Stalkers. They do actually offensively blink back up into the main. All of the Terran units now being conserved around the mineral line, trying to hug onto the SCVs, but it looks like Darksaber's just going to keep pushing up here and be even more aggressive. Nice focus fire, going to make her way back to the corners of the map. She wants to get some blinks down. Realizes there was a Widow Mine there, so tried to quickly get out of that position. And Terran player still holds, but currently losing a lot of harvesters. Currently down to 17 versus the 24 probes. Good Widow Mine hit goes off once again, but that's one Stalker compared to the almost endless amount that's going to be coming off of these 4 gates.
Man, I just don't see anything that Gunshy is going to be able to do. He's got mules, yes, he just dropped 2 of them. He's still got 2 that are mining. Now, each of these mules are worth 4 SCVs, so that's a grand total of 16 SCVs, on top of what he currently has, 7. So even with the mules, and he's only going to be making 1 mule from, now on.
Yeah,
he doesn't have a chance.
It's really rough. The Widow Mine's doing a nice job there, but the Stalker moves up, basically blinks out of the way. That's another thing why Widow Mines are terrible for dealing with this, is just because anyone with good control can go, oh, you're targeting this Stalker, I'll just blink away, no damage is being done. Terran player is trying so hard right now, coming in with all the SCVs and the Marines with the Medivac, and the Stalker's just too much, and then Gunshot GG, well plays.
Indeed. So what's our score at now, my friend?
Well, currently, I think it's tied this back up once again. So, Lethal Perfect, looking like they want this. They want this harder, I think, than Team Elite does, and I think Team Elite's got a little bit too comfortable. Alright, we're going to go back.
I absolutely agree with that, man. I'm just taking care of some admin business right now. So we've actually got Darksaber taking a game off of Gunshy here on Derelict Watcher. Nice. Now, in case anyone's curious about other matches going on right now, spoiler alert, we have Clarity Gaming going ahead and I'm sorry. Taking a look here, we've got Strikers taking a win off of Wingy on Neoplanet S, Intense taking a win off Dashis on Belshir Vestige, Silky taking a win off Sleep on Derelict Watcher, and we then have a walkout because so 4-0 for CGAC at this point, because they didn't announce the player within the 6 minutes time window. Ouch. Technical default. So you should play some Death by Audio after this next 2 Steps from Hell song.
By audio?
The link I sent you to SoundCloud.
Do you have a favorite song, Death by Audio?
They actually have a really wide variety of music. Let me take a look at some of the English stuff, because I know we just put up a couple of songs. You can either play Power Strangers by Shinobi Ninja, which is a Death by Audio affiliate, or No Take One. It's some reggae music they did. Or if you're in more of a metal rock mood,
The thing I don't like about this is I don't know how to change the audio levels. It gets like exceedingly loud.
Oh, you mean the SoundCloud stuff?
Yeah, I never mind, I found it.
Haha, yeah.
Sugar to the flies.
Okay, just explaining some rules here to the Lethal Perfect management. They had a couple of questions. I believe we've got everything cleared up. If not, I'm more than happy to help you guys out a little bit more. But that does explain the hold up. Please just bear with everyone. Now we do have Goldix coming up for Saya's Lethal Perfect. And Goldix is an amazing player. Showed very solid games last time we saw him. I don't remember who his opponent was, but just really solid play. And looks like we are gonna have Goldix versus 3-Step on Belshir. Would you like to host that?
How strange it sounds a lot like System of a Down, and reminds me of that kind of melody.
I will tell them you said that, man. I'm sure they will appreciate the compliment. Guys, if you're interested in grassroots level music, please check out soundcloud.com/death_by_audio. That is the link to what you're listening to right now. The actual song you're listening to is not Death by Audio. It is Shinobi Ninja Power Strangers. If you enjoy it, just give them a check out on SoundCloud as well. You can search for them up there. I don't know the exact URL.
Yeah, I posted in the chat for them. Alright, you're the party leader, so you're going to need to create the map.
Oh, darn. Here, let's fix that. Hee.
Oh, you cheated. Alright.
Perfect. That's exactly what I was going for. And then Dark Saber was a TE's player, was that correct? I didn't label it earlier.
Sorry, what?
Was Dark Saber for TE or LP? I didn't label it earlier.
I'd say it was for LP.
Thank you. Wow, LP playing some really nice games. So that makes the score now 2-2 or 3-2?
Pretty even right now. Both of these teams won it, but it sounds like every time TE get ahead, LP just send out another player and they stomp them down and they even out the series. So I'm really looking to LP to really get that one up. And then when that happens, I imagine things are going to start rapidly changing.
So I'm looking for 3 steps in chat. There we go.
Alright, so we got a Protoss. Gold UX currently looking is 3-step a Terran player. Looks that way. Let's get some quick little statistics before this game kicks off.
I'm actually taking a look real quick at Goldix's last match I casted.
Alright, so first Terran Goldix is currently PvT, is at 48% win rate on the North American ladder. Meanwhile, 3-step.
I want to say Goldix's last match was actually PvT as well. I think he might be their Terran sniper. So it's interesting that 3-step is actually being sent out right now. Alright, players are ready whenever you move on. And
GLHF guys, kicking into it.
Trying to find the Twitch of Dilemma. Swamp Cecil, that's it. Okay. Just pulling up his Twitch real quick to check the VOD of the cast we did on LP. Because I really want to say that he is their Terran sniper.
Interesting, so both players averaging a 53% win rate versus their opposites, so I'm interested to see what develops out of this series.